Aloha and welcome back. I'm Panther and this is Bastion. We are going to go through this. Yeah, sure.
I'll see you in the next one.
Ooh, that's creepy.
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls, years of work undone in an instant, in the calamity. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Starts to feel his bruises, though. An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around them. Must have fled here from the mines. He sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Wait, haven't I? Anyway, Rhonda's place just brings back memories.
Okay.
Then Kid finds his trusty shield. But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief. Clang! Shield saves his hide. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork.
I don't want to accidentally hit the...
A big old
guy.
fella pops out in front of the kid. Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Itchy.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land.
I've got a feeling I'm gonna miss stuff because this time around I'm more trying to get through it.
Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Picks up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. He finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Huh? Oh, -1 chance to carry on. Oh, okay.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Yes, I get it. Holy crap. Right? Ah! Forgot.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. Ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
This is gonna get... Oops.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air.
Ugh.
Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. Robs a scumbag of his last meal. Kid puts him out of his misery.
There we go.
He finds the core to the Wharf District.
Here we go.
He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall.
Oops.
See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running.
I thought they would have, like, increased the difficulty of the monsters, but it looks like no. No. This is going to be a really interesting run.
At last, the Skyway's in sight. Whisks him where he needs to go. Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me. We talk for a spell. There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. And just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid ponders what to build.
Oh, Jesus. You have access to everything off the bat. I want the arsenal. Because they're gonna give me new, quote-unquote, weapons and stuff that's gonna change my loadout.
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
I would like to not.
The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands. The breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets and the fewest shots. He's focused, he's armed, and he's off. The perfect shot just happens in a flash.
Yep.
He's feeling real proud of that show.
The poison just dealt with it. That's amazing.
I almost don't believe it when he says he passed the Breakers challenge.
There's a lot of map here.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before. Hopes he'll never see one again. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. Them squirts just don't know when to quit. He heads for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag alley. Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all. Gershel. Kid cuts up Gershel like a pineapple. Old scumbag didn't feel a thing. No core, no surprise. Like the gas fellas are hiding it from him.
That was close.
He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge. Somehow that old forge is still standing. Inside the forge, Kid can fine-tune those instruments of his. His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter. Arrows like that can practically find their own way.
Okay.
Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again.
Ooh. Excuse me.
Odd place to find the likes of Percy the Snitch.
Ow.
Keeps telling himself he better watch his step. Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
I don't know why bleed
Know why
works on
gas
this
fellas
turret.
all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check. And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. The windbags used to be alright, then the calamity took the floor out from under him. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
It's going to be a while before I level, so I'm not going to care about that yet.
lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again. All it takes is some fragments, and the Bastion makes it good as new. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right. Except no one else showed up. Come on, give the little tyke a break.
One more area.
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out. The Calamity saved some of my old books. Guess it's got a sense of humor.
Wait, what? Just a sec.
The Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to. Long reach and plenty of power. Now that's a scary combination. Never would have pegged the kid as the bookish type.
Huh. I don't remember this.
You don't get to be my age without learning a thing or two about what's what. But the most valuable lessons come early in life. I ain't much for worldly things, though all these years I've held on to a stash of old books from when I was young. There's one old book in particular I still like to read from time to time. It covers the important things, in a manner of speaking. Here we go. A is for Kobe, the goddess of oath and abandon. Make a promise, and the chastened maid will hold you to it.
Holy shit.
B is for Breaker. He's faster than a fork of lightning, and his aim is always true. If news needs spreading, tell it to a breaker.
Ha!
C is for core. A perfect bit of stone found deep underground. It makes the city shine day and night. Is there anything it can't do? D is for Dread Rum, a potent spirit brewed from a foul-smelling plant that grows in the wilds. One taste will sharpen your senses.
Oh.
evacuation. In an emergency, stay calm, leave your belongings, and make your way to the nearest safe haven. F is for foundation. A solid plot of land for building anything you can imagine. Even grand ideas start small. G is for Garmuth, the god of purpose and folly. The crippled Duke reminds us that good intentions are nothing on their own. H is for Hensa, goddess of pain and pleasure. You can't have one without the other. The veiled widow makes sure of it.
Bye. Dumb shit.
I is for In Case of Trouble. A
What?
song grown famous across the land, dedicated to the pioneering spirit of Celandia.
That is a bullshit cop-out. In case of trouble. I has a lot of other ones you can use, even in your lore.
J is for Javel, the god of health and atrophy. We each have the Tower Keeper's strength in us, until that strength runs out.
Nope, I can't deal with that guy following me around.
K is for Kid, a guy or gal just like you. Don't be in such a hurry to grow up, since there's nothing a kid can't do.
That is bullshit. There's a lot of things kids can't do. That's why they're in a hurry to grow up.
L is for Lemaine, the god of hope and despair. The Mason King knows that success and failure are all in the mind. M is for Messiah, our goddess of loss and longing. We all are born from the Lorn Mother, and in the end, we all return to her.
Oh, goody.
for Nordy, the bird boy, who's always there to bring a smile at the hanging gardens, thanks to his feathered friends. O is for Alec, our young god of chance and whim. The carefree son lives forever in the moment. The rest of us can only try. P is for Pith, the god of commotion and order. When the wakeful bull is calm, let's all do our part to keep him that way.
Hey, I dodge rolled past that. Fuck off.
Q is for Queen Anne, the notorious ankle gator from the wilds. She can even dig her way into rotten children's dreams. R is for Rothus, the god of thirst and plenty. The gorging host reminds us to always know when we've had enough. S is for Scumbag, a big lumpy old fellow who sidles about. He loves eating trash. Just be sure to keep a healthy distance from him.
Ah! Fuck off.
T is for Trigger, the army's sharpest shooter. Take pride in Caelandia's mounted soldiers. They risk it all to keep us safe. U is for Ura, our pale neighbors to the east, whose homes are underground. Each day we learn to live in harmony. V is for Vigil, an act in remembrance. The sacrifices of our forefathers gave us a new beginning here in Caelandia.
No.
W is for Weepin' Nelly, the Langston River's fastest little ferry barge. We couldn't have crossed that river without her help. X is for nothing. Stranger's letter in the mix. Yet even the stranger's letter has its use, as you couldn't have a mailbox without one.
That's less of a cop-out. Okay, that special move is fucking shit. Why am I dodging so well?
I got impulse and bravery. Each time the morning stallion stamps his hoof, somebody out there makes up his mind.
Fuck off!
Still with me?
Yes. Fuck off.
Z is for Zolwood, a tough old plant whose gourds make great target practice. Whatever you do, don't eat 'em. The end. There's nothing after Z. Used to be one more page in here, though, before somebody tore it out. Know what it said?
Fuck off!
Now let me think.
There! Fucking bullet sponge.
The last page of this book was about the author. Didn't say much, but the imagination has a way of filling in the gaps.
Holy fuck. I'm glad I didn't put that one that increases damage, but takes away.
Everybody starts small, then some of us work our way up, I suppose.
Okay, I was not expecting to have that type of fight. So that burned out my interest in this game for a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that this week is completely gone for Bastion, but I will have to stagger it. So I apologize for that. Like, I did not anticipate having that grueling of a fight and that many, like, really obnoxious events happening. Well, that said, I will catch you all in the next game and episode, because I'm not done with Bastion just yet. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.